Vince McMahon is gone. He sold stock. He's out the company. Right? That's what everybody on Twitter says. I am Eric Emanuel, and we're finally talking wrestling. If you are subscribed to this channel, we've been talking about weight loss and everything else, but not much wrestling. So let's do it. Here's the thing. Vince McMahon is a legend. Listen, if we're one of the fans on Twitter who was waiting for his demise, I get it. We like Triple H. We liked Vince. Ultimately, they're a billion-dollar bought-out company now. They have all the money in the world. So now that they have all the money in the world, now that he's sold stock, isn't now the time to finally do Triple H versus Vince on TV for actual control of the company? We've done it behind the scenes, but why wouldn't WWE finally do it on screen? Unless Vince McMahon was a liability, and that's where this comes in. I see this huge mob saying it's so bad that Vince McMahon sold stock. He's finally out the door, all this other stuff. Here's the thing. This company's stock is going to tank in the next 2 to 3 months. Vince McMahon just sold a lot of stock at a pretty good value. He could have got even more money just before then. So it's not about money, in my opinion. Now he has tons of money he can invest in. Or he can let it sit until the company tanks and he rebuys back shares. It's called a share buyback. Could that happen? I don't know. And even if Vince McMahon was getting pushed out, it's like every other billionaire company. The greatest thing about the Attitude Era was Stone Cold was going up against the man, the boss. But the thing we forget as the TV show, Stone Cold sold out and worked with a company. He was a company guy. It's like I crap on DoorDash, but DoorDash still pays my bills. I'm just venting, frustrated quite a bit. But I still respect the company for what they built. I wouldn't have gotten these orders, no matter how much they manipulate them, if somebody didn't build the actual technology. Vince McMahon built WWE. So if you're a fan in 2023, like, I want Vince gone because I like a new style of wrestling and Vince doesn't appreciate that, doesn't respect it, and you just want something new, that's great. But I think we just have to realize at a certain point that it doesn't do us any good to be on social media, YouTube, even me doing this video talking about Vince McMahon's downfall. A downfall of what? He still owns how much percentage of the stock? He still just became even richer. I think I'm trying to save you guys. If your mind's sitting there thinking this is a big W and everybody... Look at everybody who got canceled in cancel culture. And look where they are now. Morgan Wallen. Do I need to say more? Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss got canceled so hard. And guess what? John Cena's movie got shelved for 2 Dr. Seuss movies. We canceled Dr. Seuss. You all on Twitter canceled Dr. Seuss. And now we have 2 movies that replaced a John Cena movie about Wile E. Coyote. So celebrating these quick W's with Vince McMahon, oh my God, he's gone and he's out of creative. Yeah, he could be. That's what this all could have been leading to. Nick Khan led the charge. My boy Triple H, he's in there trying to do the damn thing. But if you're Vince McMahon, that's probably what you were looking for your entire career before you stepped away. Somebody to step up to do the damn thing. So Triple H actually being the one to go into the system and do the damn thing is even better. So I feel like we should just be talking about WWE, the people. Like, instead of sitting here going, Vince is out of creative, and great, creative can be good. Let's just watch the show and just talk about what we like and don't like, and then let's let creative figure it out. Like, I think that's where I'm at as a wrestling fan, is I just want to find those people that can see this news and just go, okay, that's cool. Vince McMahon sold stock. It could lead to something. But do I want to spend time talking about it on Twitter? Do I want to dunk on Vince McMahon? Because aren't you just going to look dumb if Vince McMahon comes back in the future? That's what the payoff in the can is, my personal ultimatum, my can. I have so much footage that I was going to run a series on, and then the next week something happened that would have made that series irrelevant. You see what I'm saying? So as a WWE fan, if Vince McMahon sold all this stock and WWE's now at great television, the only thing I have to say is go back and watch my videos from 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017, where I said all the storylines from the building of NXT would eventually be capitalized on mainstream TV. Eventually, Triple H would be able to bring main star rosters back to NXT. Eventually, NXT would leverage into a higher rights fee. What ended up happening? CM Pulse posted a meme on Twitter about Deadlock Boys being excited that the media rights increased because of the 18 to 35 demo. You're damn right. That's the stuff I cared about. That's how you get a bigger demo. You laid storylines down for so long while Vince was still in control of the company, and then when he's finally out, the creative is so amazing. It's not. It was built up. You got fooled. We got fooled. I quit YouTube because we said, Vince is ruining these people. Look at your favorite indie stars. They work at a company. Maybe they get booked or maybe they don't. Do they have health care? Are they paid? Do they have a full-time job? WWE, ruined, is they're still under contract. They still get to do their dream job. Are you sitting at home not being used? Just like AEW talent's finding out? Absolutely. But if my goal is to make sure the boys are taken care of forever, and you're inside the company and you are taken care of, and those are the stories that we don't hear about Vince paying for rehab and everything else, that's what company people do. I think that's what taken me so long to realize in that Stone Cold Attitude Era segment where they went against the company. The point is, it was a show, and everybody that was loyal to the company benefited. So I think to summarize, whether Vince McMahon is out of the WWE or not, or whether this is all some sort of ploy, like people like Jay Leto from PW Nation say, this is all a stock thing. It's perfectly timed in the fourth quarter of their earnings when shares are already dropping. Vince gets to sell, make more money, and here we are. God, I just love talking wrestling again. Oh, you can feel it because I don't want to sit there arguing back and forth of why Vince should sell or Vince should sell or Vince is gone. The TV show is just good. I care about the TV show. I care about it. That's a W. It doesn't matter who's running the company. It doesn't matter if Nick Khan is running creative. Hell, for all I care, you could have Disco Inferno in there running creative right now, and I wouldn't care. I mean, I say some stupid stuff. But when it comes to wrestling, WWE firing in all cylinders. AEW, I can honestly say, what the hell happened to the Full Gear pay-per-view? I'm not that excited for it now. Kind of bummed out. It is what it is. WWE, you're cooking. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Is Vince McMahon out of the company? Is he not out of the company? Are you one of the people that... Because there is a whole generation of people like my dad. They always want Vince around. Vince was their childhood, right? No matter how newfangled we are with, oh my God, look what Vince did to get where he's at. It still doesn't change the fact he created the entire company. And if you're going to take that stand against Vince McMahon and WWE for his transgressions, boy, do I have a lot of things to tell you about every business and product you buy in this country. Because you'd be canceling a lot of people. Just like we're finding out we're canceling ourselves with things like energy drinks and fake sugars. And so celebrate your W if you're one of the people that is happy that he sold stock. If you're one of the people that is a Vince ultimatum person, brother, he just sold stock. He's rich. He could buy it back. You see how I'm talking to both sides here? That's what I do. When I come back to YouTube, I hope to be the guy like Pat McAfee that can sit down with companies, wrestlers, talent, and talk to them what worked or didn't work. In a show like Robbed of Glory, where you can sit down with the talent that maybe Triple H sold him. Trust me, we're going to do this. I don't have plans for you right now, but we're going to release you. You go bust your ass, and then he brings him back. There's some names like that. We don't know what's going on. I think a guy like Bronson Reed is a perfect example. Bronson Reed left, went to Impact. I saw some of his Impact stuff. He came back better than ever. Think logically. Just please, if you're one of the people that are sitting there arguing, if insert Vince McMahon ruined Triple H's NXT call-ups for the last 7 years, when Vince is finally gone and the storylines get good, isn't that what the plot was the entire time? Vince stretches money to money to money to WrestleMania, and he just gives you a year of television? And unfortunately, when somebody gets so hot in that year, they have to wait till the next year? I love WWE. Vince, you're a legend for what you did. Enjoy the money from the stocks. People that are crapping on you on the internet, it is what it is. For those people that want Vince McMahon gone, I get your side too. Until next time, Eric Emanuel, breaking down the things that matter. Like the fact that, let's be honest, do you know how much money Vince McMahon just made? What do you think the first thing he would spend that money on? Like, you get that check, it cashes out, and you're like, oh my God, I've got to go buy that. I wonder if he would just buy AEW to shut it down.